Okay, so we are now in week 3 of my 21-day reset. So 3 weeks of nothing but protein and salad every meal. Yeah, and basically just that's it, and like trying to get to the gym, which getting to the gym has not been that great, but that's okay. It's progress, right? Progress over perfection. So I do have good news though. It's going well. I actually decided to kind of like write down the things that I ate that were not salad and protein to kind of like visually see, that way I was like, oh, like I didn't really, like I haven't had anything or da 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 da, but I can like see it. So that way visually, like I know. So I'm a visual person. So I have to see things like visually. Otherwise I kind of like forget about them. So let's see. So from day 0, we'll talk about food first really quick. So from day 0, the first week to the 7th day, I did pretty good. Every meal has been salad and protein. That week I did have literally a handful on a plate of tortilla chips. I had half a donut at work. I had one biscuit that my boyfriend, he made biscuits. I had one biscuit one time at dinner. I had a small fry from Chick-fil-A when I picked up a salad from there one night. And then I had, I think, one power bar and half a bottle of wine that I split with a friend when I went out one night. So not bad. Like I'm not like restricting crazy myself. Like I'm not restricting, super, super crazy, but all of my main meals have been salad and protein, period. So the second week, day 7 through 14, I had half a high noon and half a beer. Obviously not in the same like day. These things aren't in the same day. This is like throughout the whole week. Another, I think 2 protein bars. I thought my dog was throwing up again. Oh my God, she's been throwing up. So 2 protein bars. And then I had a large pasta salad from Sam's Club. So it was from Sam's Club. So when I say large, like I think you can imagine how large this pasta salad was. I was just so like hungry that day. I don't know what it was. I think I hadn't really eaten all day for some reason. And I had like a piece of protein, water, but like we were like running around all day. And then so this pasta salad had pasta, sun-dried tomato, and kale in it, and I ate a lot of it, and some chicken. So I counted that as like not really a salad because it had pasta, so it was pasta. And then this second week also, one of my coworkers, she makes the best freaking banana bread. She brought banana bread in, and I'm a sucker for banana bread. I'm a sucker for oatmeal raisin cookies, all like the weird stuff, whatever. And then she made some like coconut flan. So I had a piece of the flan and a piece of the banana bread. They were about like square sizes, that big. They weren't like super, super big. And then I had one chocolate bar, because I was on my period last week and I was just craving some chocolate. So I just let myself have one chocolate bar, and that was it. And then, so weight-wise, from just to recap, the first week, starting out at 186, and then at the end of the first week was 183.6. And then at the end of the second week, so on Monday, I just weighed myself. At the end of the second week, I'm 181. So I did the math, and I'm losing about 2.5 pounds per week on average right now, which is actually really good and isn't too much weight loss at once. It's very steady weight loss. I think you want to lose anywhere between 1 to 2.5 pounds per week is steady, consistent weight loss, and it's something that you're not losing it. I'm not losing it in like a way that's gonna like ruin my metabolism or something like that, or just make me want to binge. I'm allowing myself to have little pieces of things throughout that week, But again, each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, has been a piece of protein and a salad. The other factor in that is the gym. Have not been consistent with the gym like at all. So, I'm being very like, giving myself a lot of grace with that. So the first week I did go to the gym 2 times in a 7-day period. It's not bad. Second week I went 1 day, but I also was on my period that week, and I just decided the days that I was off, I was on my period, I was so tired, I was so drained. I was like, you know what, I feel like it'd just be better for me to just rest and relax and then get into it, the next week, and just not judge myself and be so harsh. Because again, I'm trying to remember that like I'm doing this in a sustainable way, not in a way where I'm gonna get burnt out in the next like 60 days and like just go back to my old habits. So I'm not pushing myself when I feel like I need to rest. But that also doesn't mean that I'm, now that my period's over, like, okay, I'm going to the gym. I'm literally dressed for the gym right now. So it's time to get back in the gym. I'm going to go and get like some exercise and stuff. I'm also going to work out Friday, so that'll be 2 days. And then I have Saturday and Sunday off, so I could, if I wanted to, get 4 days in. I'll probably Saturday maybe do some type of exercise that's not necessarily the gym, but still like an exercise. But yeah, so far so good. And 2.5 weight loss per week so far, and drinking water. So I can only imagine like if I actually am consistent with getting, some exercise, whether that be some weights or a little bit of cardio weekly, I think will really keep that, that weight loss going. And then I wanted to talk about how I'm like actually feeling from eating like this. I noticed that the first week was the first like 4 or 5 days was like kind of hard, because it not like hard but like mentally I kept wanting to like reach for the things that I'm used to reaching for, like out of habit. After that first week though, I've been craving salad. I've been craving like fresh vegetables every meal. Like I can't wait to have my breakfast salad with scrambled eggs on it, and like I'm ready to eat it, like, and I don't want to reach for anything else. And eating a lot of fresh vegetables, I am starting to feel like a lighter feeling internally. It's hard to explain because it's not quite like I'm still like kind of tired and exhausted, but that's because I work a full-time job as a nurse, bedside nursing, and that's just in general very draining. And I'm not necessarily like physically fit. So like I'm still kind of like, I'm not getting my energy from being super fit yet again, but it's hard to explain the type of like lightness that I feel. I can only liken it to when I was eating 100% raw foods. And this was like 10 or 11 years ago. I was eating nothing but raw foods. And I felt so like, you just feel like internally light. Like, I want to say almost like spiritually light. You just start to feel like everything, like your vibration, like you're vibrating on a higher, like frequency, like your body feels like cellularly like lighter and less fatigued and less like heavy. So, and these things take time. Like if I could give anybody a piece of advice when you're switching your diet, and like, the word diet has a lot of like stigma behind it. But it's like what you eat. It's habitually what you consume is your diet. You don't have to be on a diet. You're always on a diet. You're always eating a diet. And is your diet conducive to high frequency or low frequency? So you just have to remember that when you're changing, like the term "you are what you eat" could not be more true. Like, you literally are what you eat. Because think about, if you didn't eat, you would die. And after like your body ate everything, like its fat and its muscle and everything, you would eventually be malnutritioned and you would die. Organs would shut down, you would die. So you have to eat in order to live. And when you eat, your body takes what you put in it and it breaks it down in all different types of ways and feeds your cells, all your different cells. Your eye cells are different, your brain cells, your gut cells, your tissue, your fat. It feeds your body and morphs it and metabolizes what you put into your mouth and into your stomach in different ways in order to feed your cells on a cellular level. And so if you're feeding your cells like lower vibrational food, which I liken to processed and dead things, anything dead and anything processed is kind of like low vibrational. And then you're gonna be vibrating, your cells are gonna be energetically kind of vibrating on a very lower frequency level. But if you consume things that are of high vibratory frequency, which are things that are alive, like fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, these things are alive, then your body will take that and it kind of like, as you digest it, obviously it's gonna drop the frequency level. So you wanna start out pretty high. So the highest you can get is like fresh fruits and vegetables. So you wanna start off with those really. And then your body will vibrate cellularly at a higher level. And you can kind of feel that like presence within you. But it takes time, because if you've been eating a certain way for a while, chances are that if you switch to a completely different type of diet, if you're going from like low frequency diet to a high frequency diet, that in between, this is gonna take time. Like it will take a lot of time, and it will probably look like this. Like it's not gonna be, oh yeah, I'll just go from eating like crap to consistently eating like all whole foods and fresh fruits and, things like that. No, because your brain and your body is gonna be like, what are you doing? Like, I haven't been eating that. I'm craving Cheetos. I'm craving Little Caesars pizza. I'm craving, soda. I don't want this water with lemon in it. Like, give me a Pepsi or whatever. So your body's gonna fight you on it. You're gonna like probably what they say, like fall off the bandwagon. But guess what? If you fall off, you can just get back on. So like have your Pepsi because you gave in. Your body's like wanting what it's so used to having. And then you need to be in control over your body, mind over matter, and go right back to your water with lemon. It's like, okay, I had my Pepsi, you had your Pepsi, you had your fill, and then now we're gonna go a whole nother week without having that Pepsi, and then it gets easier, because then eventually when you crave that Pepsi, you're gonna go and you're gonna take a sip of that Pepsi and it's gonna taste weird. The food that you used to eat is gonna taste really, really weird. And it's not gonna taste like what you remember it tasting like. And you're gonna get turned off by it. You're gonna be like, this is actually disgusting. I can't believe I used to eat this. Like, it does not taste good. It's because you're cellularly changing your body. You're changing what your body wants. You're gonna start craving healthier things. You're gonna start craving fresher foods. And you're literally changing your taste buds, and you're changing your brain, you're changing your body, you're changing your gut biome as well. And a lot of those things take time. A lot of the patients that I take care of, I notice that, some of them, they don't have the patience. They want to be better right now. They want whatever ailment that they're going through. It's like, why is it taking so long? I'm ready to be out of the hospital. I'm ready to be off of these, this, I'm ready to be, and I'm like, you didn't get this way in one night. Most of these things like that I'm talking about are things that like it has been a domino of like years of like smoking or drug use or eating processed foods, not eating right, no exercise, and all these like lifestyle and horrible like diet choices have led them to getting whatever type of intestinal issue or skin issue or something that they have. And I try to tell them, like, you're going to have to be patient. Your body doesn't, work on your time. Your body has to heal itself, and healing takes time. Everything just takes time. So that's one of the other things that I'm trying to remember as I'm going through this 21-day reset. It's like having that 21 days is kind of like mentally giving me like a little, okay, it's only 21 days. Like, that's fine. But then also in the back of my brain, I'm reminding myself that this whole thing is gonna take time. Like, if I'm gonna go from almost 190 pounds back to like 150, it's not gonna happen in 21 days. But, I set realistic goals. So my goal was to be about 180 by the end of this month, and I am on track to hit that. So it feels good, you got to set realistic goals, and just have faith in the process, really, and make the right choices. So, all right, that's it. I'm not going to talk anymore. I guess the next video that I upload, I will be uploading my before and after photos, no matter how they look. I'm a little nervous because I have not wanted to take a picture of my body, but I do have a picture of my body before I started this, and I'll take a picture of my body after 3 weeks of this. And again, not a lot of gym time, which I know is going to make a huge difference. And so I think what I'm going to do is, after this 21-day reset, I'm going to do a 4-week gym consistency series. So going to the gym and being consistent with that, and seeing how lifting weights and getting low intensity state cardio like afterwards consistently for 4 weeks changes my body shape as well. Because I know that's like a big factor. You gotta have both. There's no getting around it. You gotta eat healthy and you gotta exercise. It's the simple things, but it's hard, especially if like you're changing your habits and you're being bombarded with like all these quick fixes. It may seem like, okay, I can just do this, I can just do that. But if it's a quick fix, chances are the results are only going to last just as quickly, and they're going to be gone just as quickly. So I think I'll do a gym consistency series, and you guys can follow along and be consistent in the gym. And it'd be interesting to see how that morphs my body as well. So I'll see you in the next video, and good luck if you're also trying to eat healthy and get better this year, and just treat yourself right. Bye.